What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, Bitcoin is sitting at $63,200 at key resistance. We also have the SPY gapping open up this morning, and the Qs mostly flat. But the big news is out of China. Uh, China, the People's Bank of China announced a huge stimulus package, which has sent stocks rising, uh, including the Chinese stock market, commodities, and crypto. So we're going to get into all of that in today's video and what that means for the markets. So if that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Be sure to hit the like button and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. All right, guys, let's start off with this post over here on X from Tom at FX Evolution. Uh, have huge news out of Beijing, and there was a huge stimulus package released over there, and he posts a whole rundown here. We'll go through some of this real quick. Basically, they're going to have a 50 basis point rate cut um, to boost liquidity. So that's for the reverse repo market over there, and another 20 basis point cut on the 7-day repo rate. They also cut the minimum down payment for second homes from 25 to 15, and they did some other things as well as boosted property funding. So a lot of stimulus, hoping to reach that 5% target on GDP in China, and that has sent the HSI ripping upwards, sitting at 19,558, and that has sent a lot of the Chinese stocks gapping up today. BABA sitting at 95.92, basically going straight to our first take profit zone that we called out here a while ago on this channel. We can zoom in here a little bit on this because I just want to point out this basing pattern that we are seeing on some of these Chinese stocks, and really emerging markets have been seeing this for a while. But of course, the Chinese market has been beaten down for a long time, and we started to see a turn here, as we pointed out on this channel, back around here when we thought that we were putting in a second higher low um, earlier this year, and that has done well for the Chinese market. Of course, we mentioned that whenever we saw that this run up here that we had back in May, and we are seeing that again for these stocks. Could this stock go higher? Yes. Um, but I really kind of look at these type of things as more of a long-term investment as China looks to recover uh, their economy and their stock market, and particularly their real estate. The real estate economy has really been beaten down over there. But nevertheless, I do think a lot of these stocks do go a lot higher. Um, but you probably do want to be in it for the long haul. Uh, and the markets are showing more signs of strength over there than what's being reported in the news. Baidu also gapping open this morning to 93.34. We've been talking about this stock ever since it really broke out of this downward sloping parallel channel. Of course, we came back down into it. Then we did eventually put in that what appears now to be a second higher low, and that was more recently. That was with the uh, yen carry trade. So that's kind of similar to what we've seen on some of the altcoins, putting in a major second higher low and confirming that with another higher low before moving upwards. So Baidu still has some room to run here. We do have a gap fill up here around $98, $99. and our first take profit right around $100. Copper also ripping up higher this morning. Look at this. We've been talking about this for a while here on the channel. Everyone wants to know, are we going to see a recession? How weak is the economy? Well, copper generally indicates what's going on with the economy, and we did have quite a pullback earlier this year. However, we mentioned that we thought that we may form a base here and start to move higher, and that is the case. So copper sitting at basically $4.50, and that is good for the copper miners, and the copper miners blew right through our first take profit, sitting at 46.19 this morning. If you're interested in buying stocks, commodities, or crypto, you can do so on Robinhood. Robinhood offers a 1% boost when you start your account, plus 8 times the national savings rate. And they allow you to begin building your portfolio with just as little as $1. They allow you to invest in stocks, options, ETFs, and trade commission free. Excuse me, guys. Still fighting this seasonal allergies. And I is why I'm a bit late with this video today, but nevertheless I am here and we are making content to help you guys get educated. Robinhood also offers crypto such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, and many more, as well as gold. So if you're interested, there is a link down in the description below. Let's get into crypto and what's going on over there. So this is the total 3 market cap. Mentioned this here yesterday that we're starting to break out of this flag pattern on the weekly basis. So that is everything minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. And the Bitcoin dominance basically peaked right where we thought it would, tapping the upper side of our uh, inverse megaphone pattern here, or whatever you would like to call this, but basically this ascending channel, and rejecting off that area, and that has really started to send some of these altcoins flying and taking off. We have the Bitcoin liquidity heat map, and this is on the 24-hour, and this shows that there is the possibility that Bitcoin does reject from these current levels and possibly go back down a little bit lower to sweep some liquidity. There's a lot of liquidity sitting below excuse me, below at 62,000. If we go back to the Bitcoin price chart, we could see Bitcoin possibly reject off this area, come back down to around $60,000, and then maybe move higher. But if we do break through here, then the next key resistance will be right around $65,000. And I do think Bitcoin does go much higher in Q4, and that is because of this statistic right here. We know that historically Q4, especially October, is very bullish for Bitcoin as well as crypto, and you can see the same thing for Ethereum. Ethereum sitting at 26.22 this morning. um, Bouncing up here the last couple days, and yeah, it looks like Ethereum could go back up and retest this area right around $2,800. That was the area that was acting as support before we lost this range. So I do think we do go back up to retest that area here in the coming days and weeks. Solana is also one of those stronger layer 1 altcoins, sitting at 146.31. And this is the weekly chart, and the stochastic RSI is still down at the bottom side, just starting to turn up. So I suspect Solana is going to start moving any day now. And a few other altcoins that have been doing well recently. One of those is Near Protocol, and I Trust Capital just released a handful of new altcoins, and there's a handful of the bigger altcoins out there that are newer, that are starting to do really well. And this is one of those. It looks like it has a lot of potential and could do very well. You can see this thing just absolutely ripped here earlier this year after being launched, and it's sitting at $5.24. We've got a first little take profit zone right around $6. And if we do get above that area, I do think near does go much higher, but that's just a little short term take profit. If you're looking to hold this for the next, say, uh, 6 months to a year, yeah, I think it goes much higher. Some of the meme coins really ripped earlier this year, and one of the best ones out there was Dog with Hat. This thing was absolutely killing it earlier this year. And I mentioned this one here on the channel yesterday. I haven't really ever mentioned meme coins on this channel before, but that's because I didn't really own any. I had a couple small positions, but I took a little position now because Dog with Hat is now offered on I Trust Capital. And what I pointed out on this chart here is if we did break to the upside, well, that would most likely signal that this altcoin or meme coin rather wanted to move much higher. And so I did take a little position on that, and sure enough, it did break out here. Um, it could come back down to retest this trend line, but it does look like it's trying to establish a uh, position above this downward sloping trend line and could be taking off at any moment here. It's up over 12% today. Um, so if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, uh, Near Protocol, or Dog with Hat, you can do so with iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital allows you to buy, sell, and trade crypto, gold, and silver 24/7 in a low cost, no monthly fee, tax advantage IRA. They have over 5,000 plus 5-star reviews on Google. And what I like about iTrust is they actually have people you can call and talk to. If you're interested, there is a link down below. And when you use that link, you will receive an additional $100 when setting up your account. They also allow you to roll over a portion or all of your 401k or IRA with iTrust Capital. All right, guys, it is Tuesday. As you can tell, I am still struggling with these seasonal allergies. I do believe that's what it is. Nevertheless, I'm here trying to help educate you all and bring you some good information in what I see in the markets. I have been an investor and trader for over 20 years, mainly investing and swing trading. I really got more into the day trading here a little bit more. So over the past couple of years, I've just had more time now uh, as I transitioned out of my career and into entrepreneurship with real estate and trading, as well as a couple other projects I'm working on. But nevertheless, over here on X, I post anything that I see that has to do with the markets, including stocks, commodities, and crypto. So you can follow me over there at Mind of Financier. I am Mind of the Financier on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can follow me there as well. But I post over here on Twitter anything that I see that has to do with the markets. But until next time, guys, take care. Have a great day.